It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Now it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On second down, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
This one finds McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now it's Dobbins. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
3rd down, 3 to go. Herbert. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown Chargers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Chandler now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Here's 2nd and 2. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Darnold. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Darnold. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A gain there of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On the handoff, Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Now Darnold. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Reichard's kick is good. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll take this to about the 28. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Here's Dobbins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Herbert to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Third and 6. Herbert to the air again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action with Darnold. Wide open, middle of the field, he's got his receiver. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
They'll try the left side with Jones. Open space inside the 10. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
That ties the game at 10.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return is McConkey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side hauled in by McConkey. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. Now a give on the ground. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Throwing, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
Here's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone.
In trouble, and down he goes. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Long. They'll put Addison in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half, and it has been an intriguing game to this point. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Up the sideline to the 40. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, it's Jefferson. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. Try and run for the 1st down with Jones. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Darnold to throw on 1st down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Darnold to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and long. Throwing, Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. pistol here for Herbert. He connects with Disley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, Disley. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got him. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown LA. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers have taken a 4-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Howell now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. Down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now Jones. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Darnold now to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground now with Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Darnold. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Chargers 20.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return is McConkey. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Throwing now is Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now it's Dobbins. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
They'll put Addison in motion. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Man in motion, heading left. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Now Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. up the middle. Here's Edwards. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 12 yards, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, a big 3rd down. Dobbins. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chargers 26.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. He connects with Disley. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. The veteran Harrison Smith around the ball like he's been most of his career.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's 1st down. Throwing again, Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Herbert to the air again. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's got it at about the 8. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They pick up 27 and convert on fourth down.
Given the circumstances here, trailing in the fourth quarter, clearly a 4-down territory situation. Nice job giving his quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but with this fresh set of downs, first and goal, they've got to come away with 6.
Now, first and goal. Herbert to the air again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Here's second down. Darnold now to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end. Yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chargers 33.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.